tired of always waiting on people. Wait. Always on wait. Been waiting on Devlin since Sunday. Waiting on people to join my stream all morning, all day, actually. Wait. Tired of fucking waiting. All I'm gonna do is fucking wait. Ugh. I bet you $1,000,000 goddamn dollars no one's gonna fucking join. Why do I even bother? Everybody else got a life. I don't. I sit here and have nobody to talk to, nothing to do, and that's why the fuck I get on here. But everybody else has a life. Have people they can talk to and shit. I got nobody. So I'm stuck here talking to myself, looking at myself on a screen because nobody shows up to my fucking streams anymore. That's why I've purposely been asking today, would you like to join the stream? Would you like me to start a stream? And I'm not getting nowhere. I asked, she said, yup, and because I took a little too long because I had to take a fucking crap. Hello. Hello. Frustrated over here. Swear I want to take Chong and hang him up by his balls right now. I haven't heard from this man since Saturday. I'm just tired of having to put my hand on my ass and wait for people all the goddamn time. I'm always waiting for somebody. If I'm not waiting for fucking Chong to get his ass over here after disappearing again, I'm waiting for people to join my stream because I've started like maybe 3 or 4 streams today and no one's joined. This is the first one when anyone's actually fucking joined. I just want people to talk to. That's all. But everybody else has a life. Everybody else is busy with this or busy with that. I have no life. I have nothing. I'm pathetic. I'm tired of this goddamn man. How many times I have to tell him, if you're not coming, call me. No, you're the only one. What else is fucking new? I guess I'm not that goddamn important to anybody. I'm leaving his mom a fucking message. If she wants, she can call me. I don't give a fuck. My number's on her caller ID. Yo, where the fuck is your son? I'm tired of this shit. Did you lock his ass up again? You loony crazy bitch. And I dare you to fucking call me. I dare you. Call me. You'll regret it. So fucking frustrated. Oh, I've told her off several times. That's why she doesn't answer the phone when I call. Dare that bitch to fucking call me back. She'll go deaf with me screaming in her ear. You don't want to know her. Just want my friend here so I can sit here and watch TV with him, watch certain shit with him. I've been waiting days to show him certain shit on television, and I can't. God forbid this man should actually fucking appear. You know? But the thing is, I don't think it's the fact that he knows that this drives me crazy. Yeah, he knows it drives me crazy, but when it comes to when he's not here, he seems his I don't think his brain works right, to be honest with you. And I think when he leaves here, I am the last thing on his mind. He doesn't even think about me. I'm not even prevalent. He's dealing with so much crap at home. So that he doesn't think, oh, well, let me let Kelly know I'm not coming or something. Because he's too busy dealing with the crap with his mother. And that pisses me off because, motherfucker, yo mama's a bitch and I need to smack her. I need to smack a bitch. I really fucking do. She needs a good beatdown to learn her goddamn fucking lesson. Don't be insane. And you know what it is? I don't need to beat her down. I need to beat the rest of his family up. Because the fucking thing is, the rest of his family don't believe him. They all believe his mother. So they don't think she's loony. No, they think he's loony. When she's the one that's absolutely insane. Batshit insane and needs to be locked up somewhere. Because I believe she's either Alzheimer's or pre-Alzheimer's because this bitch don't remember shit. And she'll do weird shit for no goddamn fucking reason. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this. Me and you both. Human race. It's just absolutely. No. Why do you think I have no life and I spend all my time sitting here in front of the television and on my computer and shit? So I don't want to deal with the human goddamn race. After what happened last night, nah, I'm never dealing with the goddamn human race again. The whole world can just fuck off. Only 4 minutes left. Oh, wait. Okay. No, why am I? Okay. Aww. Poor doggo. Poor puppers. Okay, where's Tucker? Hey there, Tucker. I hate my fucking life. I swear to God, I'm only alive because I know if I tried anything, I'd piss a bunch of people off. I'm sorry if I'm boring you. I know I'm a very boring person. Like I said, I have no life. I'm pathetic. Well, it's true. I have no life. Never have and never will. Oh, in a second. Yo, what's up? Uh, mm, I'm just aggravated, and it has nothing to do with your friend, believe me. It has everything to do with Devlin. No, I don't even know what's going on. I'm pissed at him. I'm pissed at his mother because God knows what's going on. Because it could be that his mother had him locked up in the mental hospital again. She's his payee. I think she like technically still has like custody of him because they think he's not all there or something. I don't know. He has a conservator, and the thing because he a long time ago he bounced a check, and then from then on, uh, he said that his mother got a lawyer and got him a conservator, and this motherfucker gets his check every month and then sends his mother a stipend to pay certain things for him, and she's supposed to give him some money, but what does she do? No. And she takes, oh, I got something right here. She takes uh her part for rent because it's her house he's living in because he lives on the second floor apartment in the building in the house that she owns. She lives in the first floor apartment, and so she takes out for his rent, and then she takes extra that she's not supposed to take. The money that she's supposed to give him, she keeps. He has his own food stamps. He doesn't have cable or internet or nothing. They used to have a computer, but that broke. And this man has told me so many times, oh, I talked to legal aid, and legal aid said all I have to do is call them one more time, and she's being taken away and shit. And I'm like, well, do it. He's like, oh, I will. Do it. Oh, I will. Do it. Oh, I will. So it's his own goddamn fault. No, I'm not worried about the mama drama anymore. That don't piss me off. What pisses me off is I don't know how many times I've told this man. Because he usually comes every day, especially now that quarantine's going on, because he used to not come on Mondays because he would go to this place in Hamden called the Rough Draft for open mic night. But that's closed now. So he's usually here practically every day. And I've told him, I don't know how many times, if you can't make it, call me and let me know. I never get a phone call. He just disappears and I don't see him for days. It's not that I'm worried. It's the fact that it's inconveniencing me because I know I don't have a life so I'm not going to go nowhere. But to say just happened, like I have to go somewhere or something. I'm sitting here with my hand on my ass waiting to find out if he's showing up or not, and I have no fucking clue. Oh no, he don't want a cell phone. He doesn't want one for the same reason my mom never wanted one. Oh, I don't want people to be able to get a hold of me no matter where I am. And two, he's one of those ones that think these things cause cancer. I don't know. Oh, I know, Steph. Yeah, I'm streaming right now. But yeah, it's like he's like, oh no, you put those too close to your head, you can get brain cancer. I'm like, okay. I've dealt with conspiracy theory nuts. I'm just gonna ignore you. No, the thing is, he says last time his mom had him locked up for in the where was he? I think he said he was at Celentano 1 for like a week. Uh, he said one, his mom had him thrown in there so she can clean the house, and two, that he kept asking, "Why am I in here? Why am I in here? There's no reason for me to be here," and they would never give him a diagnosis. And he says he doesn't have any mental illness, and that his mother just throws him in there to get him out of the house. I've never said anything because I don't want to sound insulting. Because I no because no because what I've always
We're really gonna do this again.
come on, I didn't want you to start up. Fuck you. Um, I've always wanted to ask him. Are you on the spectrum? If you do, you know what I mean? Autistic. I think he is. I have a funny, yeah, some sort of autism, like Asperger's or something. I don't know. Yeah, like mentally, he's got all his facilities, but when it comes to socially, he's not there. Yeah, he writes poetry, he plays music, he plays the bass. He's really good at a lot of things. It's just when it comes to like artistic shit, but socially, yeah. Oh, I am never eating buffalo wings again. I had buffalo wings last night, and I just got back from the bathroom a little while ago. Let's just say my ass was on fire. Buffalo wings, because you have buffalo wings, but they're like they're like hot sauce in different stages of heat, or like salsa, hot, mild, medium, shit like that. Yeah, that would be mild. I didn't have mild. I just picked up a bucket of buffalo wings from Stop and Shop. It just said buffalo on it. I had picked up one with I picked I ate like two or three last night, and I just finished off the rest. Because the bucket comes with 10 wings in it, and I just finished off the rest a little while ago. But while I was drinking cold something. Well, in a little bit, I'm waiting for my stomach to settle down. I was gonna go to the kitchen and get my French onion dip and have some chips and dip. Hey, at least it ain't more heat with the pepperoni and Ritz. My favorite is pepperoni on garlic butter Ritz. Oh, those are really fucking good. Mm-hmm. And they come in garlic butter. Garlic butter Ritz. Those and believe it or not, the vegetable Ritz are my favorites. Oh! I know what you're talking about. I think you're talking about the Triscuits, right? Hell no! Fuck that. That's eating hay. Hold on a second. Oh, that's just notifications. I thought I was getting another phone call because I kept hearing dong dong in my ear, but I'm just getting a ton of notifications. The fuck? Stop donging in my ear, damn it. No, I don't like them because of the fucking texture. They feel like hay in my mouth. Wheat thins I like, yeah. It depends on the flavor. Ritz are buttery, more buttery. You taste the butter more. Oh, oh no. Ugh. Oh, that spray cheese shit. Ew. I see people eating that. I'm like, ugh. Oh yeah, I've seen people with the can like they eat it like it's whipped cream or something. Because I'll do that with whipped cream, no problem. No, I've never huffed off a whipped cream can. I've never done whippets. No. But I made something good for dessert last night, man. I got these things from that are made by Betty Crocker, where they're like mug cakes, but this was not a cake; it was brownie. All you, yeah, you take like a coffee mug that you can put in the microwave, and you put the powder for the cake or brownie or whatever you're making, like maybe like 2 tablespoons of either water or milk, whatever you have. Mix it up, throw it in the microwave for less than a minute. Take it out, let it sit for about a couple minutes to cool. And then this one comes with fucking frosting, chocolate frosting that you can put on top. And last night I made that with the chocolate frosting on top and put a scoop of cookies and cream swirl ice cream on top. Had brownie a la mode. No, it bakes into a brownie or a cake or whatever you're making. Yeah. They have all different ones. They got like red velvet, chocolate, yellow cake, funfetti. Well, the brownie one only took 55 seconds. It's not, and the thing is, the mug isn't like completely full with the brownie. It's like it's covered like maybe like a third of the cup, fills it up like a third of the way. I love easy shit. That's not witchcraft. My father used to do that when I was a kid. He would make me scrambled eggs in the microwave, and the smell just made me want to barf.
Yeah, no, I don't understand how they do that.
The only way I eat my eggs is they have to be scrambled either on a griddle or in a pan or something.
Yes.
And I have to eat them in a sandwich on buttered toast. That's the only way I'll eat eggs. I don't eat fried eggs. I don't like the runny yolks and shit. That just poached eggs is another one that makes me want to barf. I don't know how people eat runny yolks. Ugh.
Dude, I love eating a raw egg. God, that is just gross, you know. Like, and then he just stops in the middle and just starts going, what the fuck? Stop. What the fuck? Just stop.
Oh, like that scene from Rocky.
I can do that, though. I used to do that when I was a kid.
You used to drink eggs?
I cracked that shit. I used to have a puppy. And so it was good for his coat. And I used to have a cat. So I used to just crack that shit right in their food. So then I would crack one in my mouth and just drink it. Just chug it. Don't taste it. Just chug that shit right there.
Okay, I'm about to lose my lunch.
But you can't do that shit today. Because salmonella.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good for you.
Ooh.
Halfway cook it. I don't know. I just can't do that shit.
I know what I'm making for dinner tonight. I forgot I even had it, and it popped into my head. I made hamburger helper for dinner last night, and I got leftovers.
Okay. This is what I don't understand about hamburger helper. I bought that shit once, and I was so pissed. That's just like a fucking slop in a jar.
I only eat certain ones because, like, there's ones that I don't like the cheeseburger macaroni or the nacho cheese. No. I made the hamburger helper lasagna.
It doesn't come with the meat. What the fuck?
You got to buy the meat separately.
They get to tell you that on the fucking box. That's some bullshit. And then the sloppy Joe. I don't understand. It's just fucking sauce.
You need to buy the meat separately.
Yo, they really need
Manwich is awesome, man. I love Manwich.
It doesn't come with the meat. I bought like 5 cans of that shit. And all I just got for that shit in a bowl. And it's good. It's just sauce.
Yeah, you cook up the meat, you add the sauce, let it sit there, heat up, and then bam, you got fucking Manwich.
They really need to say that on the commercial and on the can.
It says it on the can if you look on the back.
I'm thinking, oh, I'm making some of this tonight because I don't know what's on the picture. I learned today. I don't touch that shit now. It's not like macaroni. It's fucking fucking sauce in a can.
Yo, the freaking people that deliver, because I get a bag of food every Thursday from this food pantry. I signed up for this, and these people gotta stop sending me eggs. Oh, I get fresh fruits and vegetables like fresh potatoes and onions and shit, and I don't even use them. I'm like, the fuck am I gonna do with this shit? They don't want it. Ew. Ew. Smell like concentrated farts. Oh, please. Josh drove me crazy with that shit. Whenever I had like leftover eggs in the fridge and I needed to get rid of them, he'd be like, yo, these are about to go bad in a couple days. I'm like, okay. Can I boil these? And that's what he'd do. He'd take the rest of them, boil, like say I had like over half a carton left. I only used like maybe 2 or 3 eggs in the whole carton. He'll boil all the rest of them, make the house stink. I'm like, oh. I don't have the pans. That's the problem. I need a 9x13 pan, maybe some cake pans, some muffin tins and shit, because I do love to bake. And the thing is, Devlin recently gave me a hand mixer, so I got that if I do want to bake.
Okay, so do even if you keep them in the fridge, they go bad?
Oh yeah, like I remember my mom, when I was a kid, bought like a dozen eggs, and she wanted them for a certain reason. I forget exactly what she was making, but she had to get eggs for something. And she only used maybe 4 of them out of the whole fucking 12. And she forgot they were even in the fridge. She goes to take them out. One accidentally falls out of the carton, like about a month later, and it falls out of the carton onto the floor. Breaks open. The smell that came through that house, rotten eggs, is not fun.
All right, well, can you tell the people that deliver the food that can you not?
Well, not really, because all I get is I get a phone call on Wednesday, and it's an automated thing. It's a recording saying, we're going to come to your house between 10:30 and 12 tomorrow to drop off your food. And then the next day they show up. Can't look a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, I make all sorts of things now. I cook a lot more than I used to. It was because one of the things is thanks to Zale, because I kept trying to deep fry shit on my fucking oven, and I kept burning shit. And he's like, put it on 6 for 7 minutes. The oil is perfect temperature. And now I can deep fry shit. I buy frozen French fries. I know, Steph. I see it still says 2. I know you're still here. But I deep fry. I buy frozen French fries, deep fry those. I've made donuts. I made a blazing tomato soup the other night that I got a recipe off of YouTube from. Oh, and it's so easy. All you need is a can of, believe it or not, Campbell's condensed tomato soup. A can of, not spaghetti sauce, but you know the ones that say tomato sauce? A can of that. No, it has no seasonings. It's just tomato sauce. Half a cup of milk, half a cup of water, half a teaspoon of butter. Oh, you never had cream of tomato soup? It's delicious. But what you do is you throw the condensed soup in the pot, then the tomato sauce, then the milk and the water, and then whatever seasonings you want, like salt and pepper, if you want that. and she adds garlic powder. You put a little garlic powder in there, mix it up, make sure it's all mixed up. Then you put it on the stove with a half tablespoon of butter in it. Mix it up and heat it up until the butter's all melted. And once it's heated up, this is the secret ingredient. You take a little pinch of sugar and put it in there to break up the acidity of the tomatoes. And then mix it up, and bam, you got this delicious tomato soup.
So the sugar helps break up the acidity. Does that mean it'll help your body digest it better?
Probably.
Because that's what gives me ulcers.
That's why Josh used to piss me off when I would get those cans of pasta sauce from food banks that needed to be doctored up, and he would get mad at me. Oh, don't put any sugar in it. I'm like, I'm only putting a little bit just to break up the acidity of the fucking tomatoes.
Yeah, you won't taste it. It's not. You gotta put
yeah.
sugar in it for it to taste it.
Yeah, and he's like, no, don't put any sugar. You're not supposed to put sugar in tomato sauce. I'm like, yeah, whatever, shut up. And this man always acted like he knew how to cook. Oh, and how he used to brag, oh, I was a cook at Pfizer's and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of them weren't just white trash meals. A lot of them were white trash, I'm in jail meals. No, that were jail cell. Those were jail cell meals. Oh my God! The combinations he used to mix up. He would make ramen and mix it with anything. But what I couldn't stand is when he didn't cook the ramen, he ate it raw.
Okay, I had no problem with that. Because I use that like that. Like, I crush it up and I put it on top. Like bread or some kind of
Well, he would just take a package of ramen, break it up, open it up, take the seasoning out, sprinkle a little bit of the seasoning inside, shake it up, and then eat it like that.
Yeah, he got me doing that shit. And then I told my doctor I did that. He literally took both my shoulders and he's like, please stop doing that.
Yeah, because you know what those noodles are made out of? That's why I rarely eat ramen. The only time I eat ramen is when I go to Walmart, because it's the only place that sells my favorite flavor, and that's the creamy chicken. Oh, at one point in my life, I was eating a ton of creamy chicken ramen. Oh, they are so good. I think it's made by the one, Marchuan or whatever. Yeah, because they got same chemicals as plastic and shit.
And I'm like, okay, well then, shitloads of billions of Asians can't be wrong. He's like, they can take that in their stomachs. I don't know if they can eat that. And I'm just like, but Americans can't. And I'm like, good.
And the thing is, a lot of the ramen that the Japanese eat are made in restaurants where it's freshly made. It's not this shit that's got to have tons of chemicals to keep it fresh. This motherfucker that used to live with me, Zale, he told me that he went to that place on Chapel Street, Midnight Ramen, and he said he adored it. He loved it. Oh, yeah, no, that costs a lot of money because they're only open from midnight to a certain time.
Yeah, I'm not paying $40 for a noodle. That's not happening.
No, I'd rather pay 5 cents for a package of noodle.
Exactly. And it's just like, I don't know how many people are like, oh my God, you got to go there and noodles and that. So I'll be like, $60 for a bowl of noodles. No. It's just water, noodles, and some salt.
The most I ever, get this, the most I've ever paid for a meal out, and it was for me and one other person, was $75. It was at that place. It's someplace. It's under a different management now, and it has a new name. But I was at that place that's across the street from the Criterion, that Chinese food place. The food was awesome. It just was very expensive. Because I ended up getting me and my friend a meal, him a drink, alcoholic, me a drink, alcoholic, and dessert for me and him. Yeah, it's in the High Mucky Muck area. Oh, I still remember that day. We went to that study on Hill House Ave together. You had one study, I had another. And we were walking back together, and we're like, when we were in the Yale area, like, oh yes, posh pish. The minute we crossed over from after we passed Payne Whitney Gym, and we're getting close to where the gas station and Popeyes are, we go pish posh. Oh fuck this, fuck that, fucking we're back in the fucking ghetto. Okay, yeah, let's do this. We could like cross the line between High Mucky Muck Yale area to the ghetto. Gee, I have no idea. Cross back over. You know what, you fucking ghetto bitch? You fucking pussy ass bitch. You know where the line is that crosses from Yale to fucking ghetto. Oh, look, there's a used mattress on the side of the road. There's no seats. No, you gotta stand and wait for the goddamn bus. And you know what? I'm 40 fucking years old, and I'll still fucking do it to this day. I've been doing it since I was a child. I don't give a fuck. If I'm only in the summer, though. When it starts getting too cold, I stop doing this. But if I get to a bus stop, and I know it's going to be a few minutes before the bus gets there, and there's no bench, I'm parking my ass right on the ground. I don't give a fuck. You know how many people would walk by me when I was younger and be like, you know, that's how you get hemorrhoids. I'm like, you know, in your point. I'd rather sit here comfortably than stand and wait and have my back aching like a toothache. Because if I stand in one place too long, I start getting, that's why I can't be a cashier. I tried being a cashier as a teenager. Oh, that now, but this was when I was like 16. No, because I didn't have a doctor's note saying that I needed to sit. Because I even said to him, because I noticed an older woman at another register, because this is when I was working at the Christmas tree shop in Manchester. And I noticed an older woman at another register actually sitting on a stool doing cashiering. And I went, why can't I get a stool? And they're like, well, we need a doctor's note. But you know what? Here, this should help. And they give me a back belt. And that didn't do shit. I'm standing in one place for hours on end. That's why my back is aching like a toothache. And I swear, if my mama wasn't already dead, I'd kill her because I'm getting her knees. That's not the problem right now, right? My back ain't the problem really that much anymore. Now it's my knees. Every now and again, I'll go to get up from somewhere or go to sit down somewhere, and all of a sudden I'll hear the dreaded click, and I'll feel the pain in my right knee. And I'm like, I got my mother's knees. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's what I think it is. Well, I'm still waiting, get this, on my first mammogram. I'm 40. Even, 40 even. Well, the thing is, remember how I told you I was on a video call with my doctor not too long ago and I was smoking weed and shit? Well, the reason I had that doctor's appointment was because I felt a lump in my breast that hurt like a motherfucker. I mean, I couldn't sleep because I lay on my stomach when I sleep. And I couldn't sleep because it was so painful. But I recently talked to my doctor again, and the lump has shrunk. It's not as big, for one. And two, it's not painful anymore. And he says, well, then more than likely it's just a cyst. But they still want to do a mammogram. I'm like, yeah, please. But the problem is they called me up recently, and they're like, well, we've got 2 places you can come and do this. Guilford? I'm like, how the fuck am I getting to Guilford? Or North Haven? Someplace on Vine Street? I don't even know where Vine Street is in North Haven. And I'm like, I take the bus everywhere. I can't get to these places. Well, they're like, okay, well then when Smilo finally starts doing mammograms again because of the pandemic and everything, you'll be one of the first people we call. Yeah, they're not doing those because of the pandemic.
Oh my God. And then what about the whole BGYN?
Like, if it ain't life-threatening, they ain't doing much when it comes to medical shit. That's why I still have teeth. Because I was supposed to get mine taken out on St. Patrick's day before. I get a fucking phone call. Oh, we're postponing your surgery until further notice because of the pandemic. I mean, what the hell are you supposed to do? They're trying to keep as many people out of the hospital as possible because there's so many people in the hospital with this pandemic that they could catch it from.
Then they need to move those people somewhere else. That's ridiculous. There's people who need to go to the doctor. This is really stupid. It's like, there's not many people that's sick.
I don't know why you sent it either, Steph. Steph just automatically out of nowhere sent the emoji, the hands with the peace symbol emoji, and then she comes back with, I don't know why I sent that, LOL. No, peace, love, and money. That I always, when I was a teenager, I used to do that all the time, draw the peace symbol, a heart, and a money dollar sign, and I would write everywhere, peace, love, and money. No. Bite me. I know I'm old. I'm supposed to take iron pills because I'm anemic, but I can't. Because, peace, weed, love, money, and sex, Steph says. No, she just wrote the words peace, weed, love, money, and sex. Because it makes me extremely constipated to the point of impaction. Oh, Colace doesn't help when I take iron pills. That's how bad. I would take Colace and lactulose and Miralax and then do an enema, and it would get impacted. It's like shitting a brick. They keep telling me, "Oh, you need to change your diet. You need to eat more green leafy vegetables." I'm like, "Yeah, good luck with that."
Yeah, you do, bitch, because it hopefully your mom had it hereditary, that elephantitis shit.
Oh, oh, well, what did it? Oh God, I could see her legs right in front of me and her feet and shit. Oh, lymphedema. Lymphedema. That's the name of it. And I don't think it's hereditary. Hold on. I'll be right back, Steph. I'm just opening up another tab to Google.
Because, shit, if you got arthritis, I already got that arthritis. I've got fucked up tendons in my knees and missing cartilage.
Hold on. Since I don't know how to spell this, I'm going to search by voice. Is lymphedema hereditary? Symptoms include
symptoms include swelling, lymphedema, and thickening and hardening of the skin in affected areas. In most cases, hereditary lymphedema is inherited as an autosomal dominant trait. Lymphedema may be classified as
What does
primary
that
or
mean?
secondary.
It is.
Autosomal dominant trait? What does that mean? Hold on. I'm going to highlight, copy, and paste into the search bar. Oh, I should start at the end. And fuck, I'm gonna have to do it. Oh, that I don't know, because as far as I know, no. But it could go back further, and I wouldn't know. Here we go. Autosomal dominant, a pattern of inheritance in which an affected individual has one copy of a mutant gene or one normal gene on a pair of autosomal chromosomes. In contrast, autosomal recessive diseases require that the individual have two copies of the mutant gene. Yeah, I would have to do like that 26andMe shit. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about, Steph. She says, my girl got impacted from taking tramadol, and the doctor had to put his hand up her ass and dig the shit out.
She gotta get fisted. Bitch had to get fisted.
Well, one time I got so impacted that the doctor didn't have to exactly do that, but they did have to do an anal exam. And the thing was, this doctor was so fucking unprofessional. I was in the emergency room. One, he was on his cell phone talking to his fucking son while I'm laying there on a table with my bare ass in the air. No. But he was off to the side talking to his son while I'm laying there with my bare ass in the air, waiting for this. And I'm nervous because this is the first time I've ever had anything like this happen to me or done to me. So he comes over to me and I say, is there any way I can get some Ativan or something to calm my ass down, because I'm nervous as fuck. He laughed at me. He literally laughed at me. He goes, you want me to give you a sedative for an anal exam? Seriously? I'm sitting there going, you talk about lack of bedside manner, you motherfucker. It was a male doctor. He had a female nurse in the room at the time because he has to have that when he does this with a female. Yeah, but since I'm a chick and I probably take it up my ass all the time. No, fuck you. Yeah, Steph says some doctors are straight up assholes. Oh, yeah. Idiot.
And the female nurse was in there, she didn't say shit, huh?
Nope.
And they're probably scared because they're going to lose their job. Usually they don't want to say anything.
Oh, and what I'm dreading is 10 years from now when I have to start having colonoscopies.
Bitch, I want one so bad. It's like,
Oh no, you don't. Because the colonoscopy itself, that's nothing. They put you in like what they call a twilight, and so you're kind of in and out of it while they're doing it. But that's nothing. It's the prep beforehand.
okay, I already been through that. I'm good with that. I don't go on with that shit. All it is you sit out a ton of shit. I have a problem with that. I do that every fucking day. I'm good with that.
You drink a gallon of laxative.
Yeah, dude, I tried that shit. My mom had that shit. She refused to drink it. And I'm like, let me try it first. Let me try it first. It tastes nasty as a motherfucker. Okay.
Well, it's not supposed to taste nasty, at least the way my mom did it, because they gave her Miralax, and they told her she could mix it with anything that was like clear liquid, like maybe apple juice or something, and so you wouldn't taste it.
We didn't have that. We had the fucking this basic water and just shit in that big ass container we had. So you had to chuck that shit down.
The one that tastes the worst is the citric. Oh God, what's the name of it?
There was some powder they already had at the bottom of the container.
Because I remember one time I went into the emergency room impacted and shit, and so I'm sitting there, and they gave me an enema, and then they gave me this citric magnesium. That's it.
It tastes like Blue Crystal Light.
No, it tasted like warm, flat Sprite.
That was weird. Because she just kept bitching about how acidic it tastes. She's like, oh, it's so sour. It's so sour. And I'm like, it tastes fine to me. She had to drink like 2 shits of that. 2 big, like Arizona containers of that shit. She was stuck on that tongue for the longest fucking time. And I'm like, this ain't that bad. The only problem she had is that she was fighting the nurses when she was under. Dude, she wasn't used to that kind of drug. And then they were telling me, it's like, everything went fine, except she punched one of the nurses. I'm like, what? Yeah, she kind of punched one of the nurses, and she got up and she tried to run down the hallway. I'm like, what? It's like, you have this, you're not used to the anesthesia. She kept saying, I gotta go to work, I gotta go to work. And I'm like, oh my God. So, have you been under on anesthesia before?
Oh yes, a couple of times when I had my teeth out.
Okay, so you're not one of those people.
No, I just wake up and barf.
Okay.
Well, the reason I barf usually is because when they take my teeth out, of course I'm bleeding, and a lot of the stuff I'm throwing up because one, I can't eat from after midnight the day before, and 2, I've got all this blood draining down into my stomach now because they had to take my teeth out.
They're supposed to soak that shit out. They're not
Well, they
soaking
do, but then they put gauze, but the bleeding doesn't just automatically stop.
it out. Okay. That is so fucked up.
So when I wake up from the anesthesia, I'm laying there in the recovery room in my bed holding a bucket, and most of it is like bile and blood, because there's nothing in my stomach, and blood because I just had my teeth out.
Jesus.
And I do that for like a couple of hours. That's why when I go to get my teeth out, I always have to have someone come with me because I can't go home by myself.
That's why I'm confused about what you're gonna do this next one shit.
Well, Devlin was supposed to come. Thing is, Devlin was supposed to come with me. But God knows if I can rely on him.
No, you can't.
And then Joel, before he stopped being friends with me, said, oh, don't worry, I'll go with you. Now he's not my friend anymore.
No, you can't. You're gonna need some kind of nurse or something.
No, I don't need like a nurse or anything, because that's not why they want someone to come with me. The reason they want someone to come with me is they want someone to stay with me for a few hours when I'm at home, just to make sure I don't like fall asleep and slip into a coma or something. But
Oh, why don't they keep you in a hospital then?
that's what the recovery room is for. I'm in the recovery room until I'm done barfing. And then They call a medical cab. Me and whoever came with me takes the medical cab back over here. I come upstairs. I'm a little out of it because they don't really give you the good stuff that you see people filming other people with when you're on Medicare and Medicaid, believe me. But I'm a little groggy, but I eventually wake fully up, and I sit there and I have to keep changing the gauze because it's filling up with blood and shit until the bleeding stops. And then eventually I usually have the melt away stitches. Those will eventually melt away, and I'm good.
And is this going to be the procedure where they drill the shit into your bone?
No. I'm not getting like permanent dentures. I'm just getting dentures that you can take in and out of your mouth.
Oh, okay.
Like my mama had.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's some heavy ass procedure.
Yo, you think I got enough Arizona? I picked up, how big is this? The fuck?
Gallon shit?
Yeah, a gallon of mucho mango. This is my favorite Arizona. I love this shit. Mucho mango is my favorite.
That shit makes you pee.
Oh, you? Well, I already pissed 10 million times a day because of my diabetes.
Yeah, but that shit makes you really pee. That shit just goes right through your water. I don't know why. That and that brisk shit.
Oh yeah,
That shit just goes through you like water.
the dollar iced teas.
Right? Dude, if I ever go into a store and I see brisk or fucking Arizona candy more than $1, I'm calling treason.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I swear I went into a gas station one time when I was in Washington, and that shit was like $2. I was like,
What?
that's against the wall.
You know what pissed me off when this pandemic started? The fucking store on the corner of Winthrop and Whaley, they were closed for like a month or so. I don't know why, but they opened up again later. But they were closed for like a month or so. So I went to the one on the corner of Norton and Whaley over here to get Lucy's. This motherfucker was price gouging like crazy. I went, I want one Lucy, put 50 cents on the counter. He goes, it's 75. And then he's selling rolls of toilet paper for $1.50 each. I had to pay $6 for 4 rolls of toilet paper. Because the thing was, I had just run out of toilet paper, and I was just getting toilet paper. That's it. I'm not going to go all the way fucking down to Family Dollar just for toilet paper. Well, the thing was, I had just heard recently from that day from somebody who was at Family Dollar that the toilet paper aisle was completely empty. I even took a picture of that one day when I was over there. The whole toilet paper, paper towel aisle, that whole side, across from like the dog food and cat food and shit, all bare. That's why when I got my stimulus and I ended up going to Walmart to pick up some shit, I picked up a huge, I think it was like 12-pack of Charmin double roll because I was able to find like one of those there. The shelves weren't completely bare, but they were practically bare. And I've been using that ever since, and I still got a ton left.
Yeah, like that is scary as fuck, especially when you just see one there and you're like, what's wrong with it?
I tell you, in the future, our currency is going to be toilet paper.
That's fucked up, though, that. Yeah, you see the aisle of parties, the party aisle full of napkins. It's like, nigga, you forgot you can wipe your ass with that, too? What the shit?
And it's like, you just fuck, okay, if I get desperate enough, I'll go outside and find some fucking leaves. What the fuck?
Jesus, man. You people gotta get all the baby wipes off, like,
thanks for ruining my septic system. Thanks. Also, okay, their ass is clean from toilet paper and shit, but they stank.
There's shitload of laundry detergent. There's no Purell. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, they're making sure their hands are nice and sanitized, but their clothes are stanky and their body's stanky. And
There's no Purell. There's shitload of dishwashing liquid. They wash your dishes. All the paper plates are gone. I'm like, oh, these people are sensitive. I ain't washed up the damn dishes. Give me some plastic plates and paper plates. I was just so confused of this whole couple quarantine shit. I'm like, these people are buying the weirdest shit.
oh, did you know that you're more than likely using the containers from Chinese restaurants wrong?
Oh, is that like, okay.
You take the handle off the box, you take the metal handle off the box, and you unfold it, and it's a plate.
You unfold the whole box?
Yep, and it opens up into a giant plate.
I wish they would have put that as instructions on the fucking thing.
I never knew that until I watched a certain YouTube video one day. I'm like,
Yeah, I saw that, but what do you do with the handle?
just throw it out.
No, the handle should do something.
Or if you want and you have leftovers, you put it back together, you just fold it back up and put the handle back on.
That's hot, though. That's so hot. Now, I wonder if the Asians came up with that, or was that a third thing? You know, like how the fortune cookies.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fucking hot.
I'm just happy that the Chinese restaurant across the street from me is finally open again. And Whaley Pizza's finally fucking open again. It's like next door to Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, don't order, if you don't want a lot of food, don't order the Parmesan subs. Oh my God, they're fucking huge. Last time I ordered a sausage parm sub, and it came in a fucking small styrofoam container. It didn't come wrapped up like a sub or not. No, it came in a small styrofoam container because it's overflowing with sausage and sauce and cheese.
How much is that?
I think it was like $8 with that, and I'm like, that's not bad.
And that's like, what, a small or something?
No, that's a regular sub.
I just eat their salads. Their Caesar salad. Oh my God.
What I like is they have shrimp parmesan. I love shrimp. It's okay. Breathe. Oh, then again, maybe I'll have those for dinner because I got some stuffed clamshells in the freezer.
I don't know how to fuck you and my neighbor eats that.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. You were one of the ones in my house that couldn't stand that shit.
What the fuck?
Josh couldn't stand when I made that. He'd be like, oh, God, that stinks. Okay, that's not as bad as what Angel fucking did. I had a George Foreman fucking grill. Now, for a while there, my oven and my stove didn't want to work because the oven part needed to be clean with oven off and everything. But I never got a chance to get it. And it would just beep because it needed to be clean. So we ended up unplugging it, and we were just using the George Foreman grill. This bitch... Huh? It wouldn't work. It wouldn't let me do anything. It would just beep, 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 beep. It happened on Thanksgiving. Believe it or not. They were cooking Thanksgiving dinner. And her and her boyfriend, when they just took the turkey out, and it just started beeping and it wouldn't stop until we unplugged it. And then I found out it just needed to be clean when Zale moved in because he bought some oven off and he cleaned it out for me. And then it started working again. But she would make on my George Foreman and wouldn't clean it off salmon. And the minute that thing would heat up with her salmon on it, the whole house stunk like her pussy.
Oh my God, no.
And then because she didn't clean it off, when I would go to use it, I'd plug it in, and the minute it would heat up, before I even put anything on it, you'd smell salmon. I know, they say if fish is good, fresh fish is good, it shouldn't smell fishy. But salmon always smells fishy. Yeah. But she would buy, because she doesn't, this is another thing that pissed me off about her. Her and her boyfriend would give me dirty looks when I ate anything made out of pork. And I understand her boyfriend because he's Muslim. I get it. That's your choice. That's your religion. I get it. But her, because her mother used to be a nurse and everything, she'd be like, you know how unhealthy that is for you? And she stopped eating pork because she's trying to support her boyfriend and she's trying to be healthy. Oh my God, that is so disgusting. You know how unhealthy that is? I'd just be sitting there going, you know what? Shut up, bitch. And just eat my bacon, eat my sausage, and just pork chop. Yummy, yummy.
Also because probably she really wanted some. It's okay. She probably really missed it. She's like, damn it.
I get dirt because I would like order a pizza. And because you say I was ordering a pizza for all of us, I couldn't order any kind of pork on anywhere on that pizza. I couldn't even get half for me, half for them. No. I had to leave it completely pork free. Yeah. And I'm like, and I don't like much on pizza that's not pork. Oh yeah, that's my thing. I like my meat pizza. But the thing about it, a lot of that meat is pork.
Yeah. And then you don't know if like the last meat that you don't know if it touched it over at the restaurant, you know? So yeah. Wow. She probably really wanted some and I'm sorry, that's funny. That's her choice that she went with that though. She didn't have to she's fucking she can't fucking girl that's eating meat or eating pork like that either. So she probably really had to that sucks.
Oh, you know when you're a slut, you're a slut.
Stop it.
Oh, I can't stand that bitch's ass.
Stop it.
When you a hoe, you a hoe. I'm sorry. I know she a hoe when I found those fucking knee pads, okay? They were dirty as fuck. Scuffed up and dirty as fuck. I'm like, you spend your life on your knees. Oh, isn't that lovely? Yeah, they're frozen. I just have to throw a couple of them in the microwave for about 4 minutes. Well, I could do them in the oven too. Or if I had a grill, I could put them on the grill. Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, the funny thing is, when I was a kid, me and my mom lived on Chapel Street with this couple, Al and Marie, because we were homeless at the time and we were just looking for a place to stay. We were staying with a friend of hers. And we lived on the 3rd floor, and her husband, Al, had like a little hibachi grill on the porch. And he would cook on that, and he'd make some stuffed clam shells. And what I would do is, when I was done eating it, I'd take the shell, look up and down the street on my porch, make sure there was nobody coming, and go, bombs away, and drop it, and watch it crack into a million little pieces. And the funny thing was, many, many years later, because this one, like, I was like maybe 5 or 6 at the oldest, living there. Many years later, when I was a teenager, I go walking by where that house used to be, because we ended up getting kicked out of the house because it got condemned. But where that house used to be, I'm walking by and I see a little piece of clamshell on the sidewalk. And I'm like, that cannot be. That cannot be. This is so far from the fucking beach. No. Because this house was right near Criscolo Park on Chapel Street.
Oh my God, shit like that. I wish I could take it and just like give it into the microscope. This a clamshell from a fucking frozen in the store. Yes, it is. From 1950. Oh my God!
Oh, actually, it would probably be from 1985 or 6.
1985. This is a clamshell from 1985.
My mom was always terrified when I was out on that porch because you could see that porch being eaten alive by termites.
What, they like your porch? Your fucking little fucking.
Yeah. Oh no, my porch ain't being eaten alive by termites. This one just has a ton of ants on it. But that porch on Chapel Street was being eaten alive by termites. And the thing is, this guy that we lived, her husband Al, he was crazy. He would get up on the railing in front of the porch and sit there with his back up against the pole and his legs out on the railing and just sit there like that. And this man was known to have seizures. And this was a 3rd floor porch.
So basically where you're at.
I'm on the 2nd floor here.
So when I used to look up and go like, who lives up there? And they're like, oh, sometimes somebody lives up there.
My mom was always terrified that he'd go into a seizure and fall off the porch. And then my mom was, like I said, terrified for me to be on that porch because she saw it being eaten alive by termites. She was afraid I was going to be out there someday and the whole porch was going to collapse.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait a minute. I looked at that wrong. Steph sent me 4 fuck you fingers.
Oh, that's so sweet. Now what was the point of that?
I don't know. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Does she feel that she's not included?
You can talk anytime, Steph.
Let it out, Stephanie.
That's why I've got Xena on freaking speaker.
Let it out, Stephanie. Come on, Stephanie. What you want, Stephanie?
Come on, step on me.
Let's make some famous Stephanies.
Steffi Graf, she was a tennis player.
I said famous. I don't know that. I don't.
Oh, she said, 'cause I'm fucking bored. She loves that song because I sent her a few TikToks with it. I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house.
Stephanie Myers.
Twilight. Author of Twilight. And that's why I love 50 Shades of Grey, but it pisses me off that it started out as a Twilight fan fiction. That pisses me off to no end. I'm like, no fuck. I watched the first one. And the thing is, I'm the same way with the books and the movies. I watched the first one. I read the first one. I started watching the second one. I started reading the second one, but I never finished either of them. Who the hell? Is that you beeping?
Yeah. Let me call you back real quick.
Okay. She got a funny call. What time? Oh, it's only 4 o'clock. I'm hungry again. What the fuck should I eat, Steph? Give me ideas. What should I eat? No shit, really? Up yours. I need 2 more videos. Hello. I said to Steph, I'm hungry. I don't know what to eat. What should I eat? She comes back with food.
Yeah, I was gonna say toilet paper. I think Steph's information is way better than that. Toilet paper's filling, but you might want to use it for something else.
Okay, you belong on that show, My Strange Addiction.
Say what now? So.
Because I haven't watched full episodes of it, but my favorite YouTuber, he's done videos where he reacts to certain episodes of that show. And there was one where the woman was eating laundry detergent, the powdered laundry detergent.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Ew.
Another one, oh, what was that shit she was eating? I can't think. I think it was like foam rubber, like something like the memory foam is made out of, something like that. Pulling.
Okay, I saw that in the mattress. Yeah, I saw that one. I saw the one where she was eating,
I saw a dude fucking a car.
yeah, that was not a shock to me. I saw the one where the chick was eating her own husband's ashes.
There was one where woman liked to chew on rocks. And I'm like, how are your teeth surviving
Now, is it full rocks or is it
gravel?
gravel? Okay. Alright.
Yeah, she liked to chew on gravel. Her driveway is made of gravel, and whenever she would leave the house, she'd take like a handful of it with her to work or whatever, and while she's driving, she'd eat it. I'm like, okay, but or the woman that lamps, the woman that marries lamps, or I've heard of people that have fallen in love with the Eiffel Tower or the Brooklyn Bridge and try to marry that. Yeah. Oh, what I can't stand, furries. Furry porn. And we know what pisses me off? One of my favorite YouTubers is a furry. Fucking Dan from Game Grumps. And I'm like, God damn it, Dan. Yeah, but I don't want to fuck in a cat costume. Before me and Devlin found out that the movie Cats wasn't nominated for any, because we didn't know it, because we only saw like bits and pieces of the trailer, and it hadn't really come out yet in the theater, so we didn't really know how bad it was. But when we first heard about the movie Cats, we're sitting there going, oh, look, Oscar-worthy furry porn.
That's so fucking scary. I want to see the foot. I want to see the buttholes.
I know they edited out the buttholes. I see that 20 million times a day. I don't need to see it on a big screen.
I know. Come on now. There's
There's a Dame Judi Dench butthole.
there is an overly Dame Judi Dench cat butthole. There can be seen.
There's a Jason Derulo butthole.
Yes. I've seen that butthole. I need to see that butthole.
There's a James Corden butthole.
I don't care about that. And me,
There's a Jennifer Hudson butthole.
that's just gonna be a butthole. I would like to see that. That's interesting. I would like to see how it wrinkles in.
Oh, you know what pissed me off? When Taylor Swift did a song with Brendan Urie, I got pissed. I like the song, goddammit, but I don't like her. I only like that song and Bad Blood. That's it. I'm such a huge Brendan Urie fan. That's why the only reason I like that song. But you know what you got me hooked on? Since the last time we hung out together? I'm stuck on the Gaga. No, I haven't seen that one yet. Yes, I need to watch Mother Monster. Because I remember when we first started hanging out when I was living at the Yellow House, you literally drove me crazy with her. Every other song on YouTube you would play. Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga, Lady... Oh, God damn it! I still remember sitting on the porch on Dwight Street when you were still living at Dwight House. And just sitting there with my MP3 player going, with my headphones on, with only one headphone in, just sitting there singing at the top of my lungs, and you and Josh sitting on the porch over next door, just looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Steph says, who doesn't love Lady Gaga? She is fucking amazing. Yo, I love The Star is Born. That was such a good movie.
I'm so angry at the
Well, what amazed me about Bradley Cooper is that the fact that he's Rocket Raccoon. I just realized that not too long ago, and I'm like, the fuck? It doesn't even sound like him. Maybe if I did that, yeah. But that's one of my favorite characters from the Marvel Universe. Oh, I like Groot, but I prefer Baby Groot or Teenage Groot. Baby Groot is adorable, and Teenage Groot is mood. I like Valkyrie. Yeah, the black chick from Ragnarok. She was also in the Creed movies. No, not really, because come to find out, what's going to come out in the latest Thor movie I heard is that she don't want a he. She a lesbo.
So she is gay. I knew it because she's a fucking she was a fucking she's like one of the bitches from Wonder Woman. She's like one of those.
Yeah, she's like an Amazon.
Yeah.
But the Norse version of Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Steph says Baby Groot is life. Yay! I love Baby Groot, especially the very beginning of Guardians 2 when he's standing there dancing. Oh, yeah. And Rocket's like, you press this button, and then this button, and then this button. And Baby Groot's like, I am Groot. Yup. I am Groot. Yup. I am Groot. No! 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 And he goes, okay, show it to me one more time. I am Groot. Okay. I am Groot. Okay. I am Groot. No! God, you're going to kill us all! Oh, God. But I love Teenage Groot. Because I just love how he's like, Star-Lord's like talking to him, and he's just like, I am Groot. Oh! Watch your mouth! That's what I'm sitting here going. Okay, what the fuck does this motherfucker say? What he say? What he say? I find Loki very sexy, man.
I don't understand why people find him so. I mean, yes, he's sexy, he's hot, he's attractive, I get it.
Tom Hiddleston is so.
I don't get it. I really don't. I get it when he was in other movies, but not in movies.
Oh, because he gives me that goth emo look. You know, it's like, especially in Ragnarok when he's in that black suit when after they're done visiting Doctor Strange. Oh, yo, he is so hot in that. My favorite part from that was when Doctor Strange brings him back and he hits the floor. I have been falling for 30 minutes. Oh, let's do Get Help. Let's do Get Help. No, I don't want to do Get Help. Oh, come on. It usually works. Come on, let's do Get Help. Get Help. My brother, he's dying. And then he just yeets Loki at the guards. What is your thoughts on Professor Hulk? You. Oh, you like when Bruce and the Hulk are all one. Yo, I love the fact that in Infinity War, what's his name from Game of Thrones got to be huge. Oh, if you like little people, you should look up a stand-up comedian named Brad Williams. He's a little person, and he's a comedian, and he's fucking hilarious. Oh, my mother was. She used to watch the TLC TV shows like Little People, Big World. Oh, and he's fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, he has like a couple of specials. One of them, I love the name of it, is called Fun Sized. Yeah, he's in one of his specials. He's sitting there going, "Yeah, I've been mistaken for all famous little people. I've been mistaken for Wee Man. I've been mistaken for Vern Troyer. I've been mistaken from the dude from Game of Thrones, which I don't know why I can't think of his name." But yeah, he's like, it depends on who the famous little dude of the moment is. And that's who I usually get mistaken for. Yeah, he passed away recently, though.
Yeah, I know. He's dying for fuck. So, like, I don't know. He just that's like saying any little kid's gonna get mistaken as a fucking little person. That's fucked up.
Okay.
How much weight can Ralphie gain?
Oh, I don't know, but when I heard he passed, I cried.
Wait, he died?
Yeah, Ralphie May's no longer with us.
Are you fucking kidding me? No. What happened?
Heart attack? What do you think?
I thought he lost weight. They said he lost all that weight.
You might be thinking of Kevin Smith.
No, you did too, but Ralphie May, they said he. Oh,
Another heavy-set comedian passed away too. I don't know if you know him. John Panette.
what?
I say nay nay.
Oh my God, see it right here. What the fuck is going on?
But what I love was I watched the comedy special that Kevin Smith did the day he had his heart attack, because it happened right after he filmed this comedy special. And at the end of the comedy special, what I love was he talks about, because this part was taped after the whole heart attack and everything happened. He said that he came down after the special was over to the dressing room, sat there, smoked a couple of blunts, and didn't even know he was having a heart attack, because that's how relaxed he was from the blunts. And then he started feeling a tightness in his chest, went to the emergency room. Doctor said he was basically was having a widowmaker, that it could have killed him. But if it wasn't for the weed to calm his ass down, he would have died. Weed saved his fucking life.
So it's basically probably the anxiety as your body's going through and your blood rushing to your.
Yeah, he wasn't panicking or nothing. So his blood vessels were loose and shit.
Oh shit!
So weed saved this man's life.
Oh. That's what he's doing. I was wondering how this was weight loss and.
He's become vegan too.
Yeah, I'm like, he still smokes pot. I'm kind of surprised with that because a lot of these guys out there who now turn healthy, pot smokers, they stop smoking. And I was like, why is that a system? That shit saved his fucking life. Wow.
Have you seen the reboot yet?
Yeah, yeah.
I saw that. That was good.
Now he said I knew that everybody was coming in because I thought I
And I just love that his daughter plays Jay's daughter. Yeah, and I love the fact that he named her after the character, and I love that. You know what Robin Williams' daughter was named, right? He loved video games. His daughter's name is Zelda. Zelda Williams. He named her after the video game. North and Satan. Kanye. I hate Kanye. I can't stand Kanye. The fact that that day he got up on stage at the MTV Music Awards and said that he was going to run for president this year, I'm holding my breath. I'm like, oh, thank God he hasn't said anything yet. Maybe he forgot. What pisses me off is that if the orange asshole can get in, anybody can get in. Because he's not an American citizen. He wasn't born in the United States. He was born in Austria. Obama was born in Hawaii. Yeah. You have to be a naturalized citizen, which means you have to have been born in the United States. And I don't want Schwarzenegger. I don't want the Gropinator. I don't want to. I fuck the nanny nader. Oh, have you seen that new Terminator, Dark Fate? Oh, it sounds like you don't like it. He is. There are so many action stars that I have been yelling at the screen with for a few years now. Him, Harrison Ford, he needs to give it the fuck up. I'm like, Han Solo, Indy, stop it. You're too old for this shit. Oh, I know. That pisses me off. Oh, you want to hear something funny? When after my mom passed away and Mary Wade was calling me and shit, now I'm having second thoughts on what I said, but because of my knee. But they're like, do you want your mom's rollator? Because the rollator is that one with the handbrakes and the seat and everything. And she had one of those. And they're like, do you want your mom's rollator or do you want us to donate it to someone here? I'm like, I'm sitting there going, oh, I don't need it. Give it to somebody there. Now I'm sitting here going, I should have taken that shit. That's a seat at a bus stop with no seats. That gives me priority now to get on the front of the bus. No, that's what my mom got with her insurance. Yeah, the Medicare and Medicaid paid for that. Yeah. Yeah, it got a little basket underneath. Oh my god. I want to go back to my godmother's house again this year. I usually go every October. For the past 2 years I have been. Last year and the year before. I went up to New Hampshire to visit my godmother. Well, the thing was, both times I paid with my fucking rent rebate, but I don't know if we're going to be doing that this year. Yeah, And it's not that hard to get to my godmother's, especially by bus, because I take this thing called the Bolt bus from New Haven to Boston. Then I hang out at the Boston bus/train station. It's called South Station until the next Concord bus takes me from there straight to the town where my godmother is in Gorham, New Hampshire. It doesn't take. It takes a long time, but not as long as it took me to get to fucking Florida. Like, Florida was almost like a little over a day, maybe a day and a half to get from here to Florida by Greyhound. And a day and a half to get from Florida back. Oh, that was years ago. I think that was before I met you. I went to Florida. My cousin lives down there. He invited me down for a pig roast. Oh, and that pig was so good. Oh, yeah. I have pictures on my Facebook page from when I went. That was the last time I saw my uncle before he passed away. His dad. And the fucked up thing was, I get to Florida, right? He picks me up. My cousin picks me up in his car. We're driving back to his house. And you got to remember, my cousin has a shit ton of fucking children. And most of them are boys. I think he has one girl, but all the rest are boys. And I think it's like he has like maybe 10, 11 kids. Yeah. No, but he was raised a Jehovah's Witness, because I remember my mom telling me when he was a kid that his mom, because Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate any goddamn thing, that he went to school one day. It was like Valentine's Day. And you know how little kids pass out the little paper of Valentine's to all the kids? He came home with all these Valentines. His mother took them out of his hands, ripped them up, and threw them in the trash. We don't celebrate that. But I get there, we pull up to his house, he gets out, and I can see that now I know where ADHD came from, my father's side of the family, because all his kids are running around like fucking chickens with their heads off, acting like fucking loons. And then I hear my cousin yell at his kids to sit the fuck down. And because this is my father's side of the family, I hear my cousin go, "Nathan, sit your ass down." All I heard was my father yelling at me when I was about that age. "Kelly, sit your ass." I'm like, oh my God, it sounds just like my father. I was like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, where'd my father come from? I better sit down.
Were they all little kids?
Well, back then they weren't. A lot of them are grown up now. Oh yeah. I'll even show you. Well, I can show you a picture from my Facebook that was when I was down there with him and most of his kids. Because one of them was a little baby, you know, and I think he was in the playpen at the time when the picture was taken.
I love it that they take care of them and stuff. Like, oh my, 10 fucking kids? Like, that's a school. You have a school. That bitch had a school.
Here we go. My trip to Florida.
Oh my God, I had a school.
Where's that one? Here it is. This is me, my cousin, and his kids. Let me save the phone. So there's 6 kids in this picture, and then there was 1 in a playpen. So he had 7 at home at that time.
That's crazy.
All the Verriers.
That is too much. That is so horrible. Did he own his house?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, this is the baby, Andrew, that was in the playpen at the time. Hold on. Oh, this is me and my other cousin and my uncle, who are both now dead. My Uncle Bobby passed away, and then not too long after that, about a couple years later, his ex-wife, her mom, passed away, and she went into such a deep depression that she just stopped eating. And then about a month after her mother died, she died basically from starvation. Yeah, that's how depressed she was.
Jesus Christ. Nobody was watching that?
Well, they were keeping an eye out on her, but the thing was, it was one of her brothers, not my cousin that you see in that picture, him. But another brother of hers, Michael, was after his mom died, which was her mom. He was trying to rip off his mom's house and just take anything he can get his hands on. And so basically, her family was driving her insane. Oh, and palm trees. Yo, you know what pissed me off? I had my camera ready. I just couldn't do it fast enough because the bus was going so fast. But I tried to take a picture of exit 420. I love your text notification. Fire, That's Andrew. Then you got the palm trees. Oh, that thing was so delicious. That's my uncle and my cousin. And then the last one is my cousin and me and his 6 goddamn kids. What pissed me off? That's what it was. It wasn't before I met you that I went. It was the fact it was in between that time when you and Josh stopped hanging out with me and I was hanging out with Jordan. That's when I went. Because I remember my cousin sent me home with a joint. I had it in an empty Newport pack. We're going from Florida back up to Connecticut. And I get as far as Miami. When we're at the Miami bus station and we're changing buses, when I hear over the PA system, could the people line for bus such and such number line up to do bag checks? I'm like, okay. I took this empty pack with just the joint of it in it, and went into the trash can. I'm like, I ain't getting away with this on the bus. No, fuck this. I ain't getting in trouble. No, in the trash. No. Well, my favorite time was going from Connecticut to Florida. I leave New Haven and we stop at Port Authority in New York. And I had like a 4-hour layover till my bus showed up. They had to get me started on my way to Florida. And so I'm asking people, how do I get outside? Because I want to have a cigarette. They're showing me. I get outside. I'm standing there. I'm literally in the middle of Times Square. I'm looking up at I look like a typical tourist. I'm looking up at all the lights going, oh my God. I look like a typical tourist sitting there with a huge smile on my face. Oh, wow. Because I've never seen Times Square in person. And I'm just like, whoa. And then in front, they got all these cabs. And I'm like, okay, which one of you motherfuckers is a cash cab? I'm like, I need to get in that fucker right now. And then I come to find out, my mother was telling me she watched somewhere that Cash Cab is rigged. Well, not necessarily rigged like people know the answers, but they don't just happen to pick up people on the street. They go to like bars and they go, does anybody need a cab ride? And then they go, okay, you. Okay, we need you to stand there. You to stand there. We're going to pick you up. You're going to get in. The lights are going to flash and you're going to act surprised. And then you're going to play Cash Cab. I'm like, that's why I stopped watching it. I was like, nah, fuck this. Blame my mother. She ruined it for me.
Why can't they just pick up people off the street and then make them sign a waiver and,
What I like is how Impractical Jokers does it, because they'll go around, they'll do their shit, and they'll film people without them knowing, and then afterwards they ask, do you mind if you're on camera? And if you want us to like blur your face or distort your voice or something, we'll do that. But if you want to be on camera, please sign this. If you don't mind that we filmed you, please sign this. But that's why I like Impractical Jokers, man. That show fucking cracks me up.
Are you gonna watch that show that they're on with the green like?
Oh, the Misery Index. I've already watched all the episodes.
Oh, damn, okay.
I love Misery Index. That's fucking hilarious. I even watched the movie that was in theaters.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? I don't know why that was like oddly advertised. Because I'm like, it's gonna come out in theaters, or is this how are they gonna do this without being caught and notice that they are the Impractical Joker guys? Because that's Tiffany Haddish. How does nobody know that that's Tiffany Haddish? It's like, what? They're going around doing jokes, and they must have been into really small.
Oh, I love Tiffany Haddish. The movie that made me fall in love with her was Nobody's Fool.
Which one was that?
The one where her sister gets catfished.
Oh, that's it. Whoopi Goldberg with the mom.
Yeah, the Whoopi Goldberg smoking weed in the window. I don't see you. We got bad connection. And she just closes the window. I love that Whoopi Goldberg is a fucking stoner. That makes me happy.
She's supposed to be in the new Stand, Stephen King Stand.
Oh, they're making another one?
Yeah, she's gonna play the grandma, the one that brings them all together.
Oh, she's coming back for season 2 of Picard. She's going to be Guinan again.
They told me that shit. I wonder what her outfit will look like though.
Oh, I always love Guinan's outfits, especially the hats.
She gonna have that hat. She gonna have that cold hat.
Or flying saucer hat.
Yes, cold head, saucer hat. She gonna have that and robe and everything. It's gotta be futuristically. I don't know.
Hold on a second. Steph, you still here? Because if not, I'm going to get going. Because I've been streaming for over 2 hours.
Damn.
Yeah. It just says 1, and that's usually me.
Why would they count you?
Well, the thing is, the number up there isn't the viewers, it's the participants. People who are participating in the chat. Like, if she starts typing, it'll go up to 2.
It shouldn't count you. That's stupid. It should count the people that come in. It shouldn't count the one that's hosting the fucking stream.
Well, I found this thing. I don't think she's here. Let me end this. I found this thing online where